Elon Musk's bold declaration of affection for Donald Trump, as much as a straight man can love another, sent shockwaves through political circles, leaving many reeling with discomfort. In Washington, D.C., where Trump remains a polarizing figure, Musk has become one of the few allies the president still welcomes. But this partnership, which has granted Musk unprecedented influence for a private citizen in U.S. history, is proving to be a double-edged sword. Once a powerful benefactor, Musk is fast becoming a liability for Trump. And the question now is not if Trump will distance himself from Musk, but how he'll manage to do so. The cost of having Musk as a co-leader in Trump's administration has already proven steep. Reports from a heated cabinet meeting last week, detailed by the New York Times, reveal Trump's attempt to rein in Musk's overreach. Trump made it clear that cabinet heads, not Musk's self-styled Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, would handle their own hiring and firing decisions. This marked a significant shift for a White House that had, until then, been remarkably free of leaks, a stark contrast to Trump's chaotic first term from 2017 to 2021, when internal disputes often spilled into public view. The clash appears to have been orchestrated by senior staff eager to push out Musk, whom they see as a disruptive, chainsaw-wielding oligarch, more focused on slashing government operations than fostering stability. Musk's anxiety about his declining influence is palpable. Insiders note that his visit to Mar-a-Lago last weekend was unscheduled, a sign of desperation to mend ties with Trump. Additionally, Musk has attempted to funnel millions more into Trump's political action committees, only to face rejection, an unusual move for Trump, who has rarely turned down financial support during his political career. Accepting the funds would have fueled perceptions that Musk was buying his way into Trump's inner circle, further damaging his already waning credibility. Musk's standing is plummeting as rapidly as Tesla's stock price, which has dropped 20 to 25% since early 2025, according to market trends. Meanwhile, Trump's approval rating remains steady at around 45% per recent polling estimates, despite growing economic concerns dubbed a potential Trump recession by economists. The International Monetary Fund projects U.S. GDP growth to slow to 1.8% in 2025, down from 2.5% in 2024, amplifying these fears. Some speculate Musk could serve as a convenient scapegoat if economic conditions worsen. However, Musk's utility to Trump is increasingly limited to his role as a lightning rod. His influence is largely negative, casting a shadow of fear over Republican legislators and Trump's team. Musk's financial power is formidable. A $50 million check could fund a primary challenge to unseat a senator, while $10 million could end a House member's career. His platform, X, has become the unofficial mouthpiece of the MAGA movement, boasting 450 to 500 million active users as of early 2025. Many officials now release statements on X before traditional media, a trend exemplified when Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced plans to scale back USAID on the platform in February 2025. But X's power also makes it a weapon. Musk can use it to tarnish reputations, potentially derailing the careers of cabinet members or lawmakers who cross him. Musk's penchant for character assassination is nothing new. In 2018, he infamously labeled a British caver involved in a Thai cave rescue a pedophile on Twitter, now X, a baseless accusation that led to a defamation lawsuit he narrowly won. This behavior has only intensified. Recently, Musk threatened to disrupt Ukraine's frontline defenses by pulling Starlink satellite services, a move that would cripple communication for Ukrainian forces. When Poland's foreign minister Radosław Sikorski publicly criticized the threat, Musk responded on X with a scathing post. "Be quiet, small man. There is no substitute for Starlink." This put Rubio in a difficult position, forcing him to defend Musk despite Poland being one of the few European nations Trump has pledged to support militarily in the event of an attack. Poland has contributed $4 billion in aid to Ukraine since 2022, per the Kiel Institute for the World Economy, underscoring its strategic importance. The price of keeping Musk in Trump's orbit continues to rise. Musk's lack of understanding of federal government operations is causing chaos, undermining more seasoned figures like Russell Vought, head of the White House Office of Management and Budget. Vought, a key architect of Project 2025, a 900-page Heritage Foundation blueprint for a second Trump term, has spent years planning to dismantle the administrative state, including proposals to cut federal agencies by 20%. Musk's erratic interventions, however, are overshadowing these efforts, traumatizing the U.S. civil service in a way that may have lasting effects. Unlike Musk, Vought is less hesitant to target the Pentagon, a major source of Musk's revenue through SpaceX contracts, which secured $3 to $4 billion in federal funding in 2024. Musk's reluctance to challenge defense spending could stem from self-interest, as SpaceX relies heavily on military contracts for satellite launches and missile tracking systems. Some might wonder if Musk is self-sabotaging. His net worth, once on track to make him the world's first trillionaire, has dropped $50 billion from its December 2024 peak to early 2025, per Forbes estimates, erasing most of his post-election gains. Yet dismissing Musk as reckless would be a mistake. His role in Doge gives him access to sensitive data, taxpayer accounts, Social Security records, and federal employee information, a potential goldmine for an AI titan like Musk, whose company xAI is valued at $50 billion as of early 2025. The temptation to exploit this data for personal gain could be immense, but it hinges on maintaining Trump's trust. Sources suggest Musk is trying to adapt. Insiders say he's been advised to ditch his casual attire for suits and keep his family out of official settings. Last month, Musk brought his 4-year-old son XAX to the White House, where the child reportedly played on the historic HMS Resolute desk. Trump, unimpressed, allegedly ordered the desk disinfected afterward, a sign of his growing irritation. Musk's influence also extends to Trump's China policy, creating further tension. As Tesla faces declining sales, down 5 to 8% year-over-year in 2024, per company reports, and clients seek alternatives to SpaceX, Musk's reliance on China has deepened. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory produced approximately 950,000 vehicles in 2024, accounting for nearly 40% of its global output. This dependency has made Musk a dovish voice on China, a stance at odds with most of Trump's team, who are staunch China hawks. Trump's recent rhetoric reflects this influence. He has expressed indifference toward Taiwan's fate, mirroring his disinterest in Ukraine's struggle. For instance, at a rally in January 2025, Trump remarked, "Taiwan should handle its own defense. We've got enough on our plate." If Trump shifts to a harder line on China, as many in his administration advocate, it could signal Musk's further decline. Musk's alliance with Trump is proving more costly than beneficial. His unchecked power, amplified by wealth and control over X, threatens to destabilize the administration, while his lack of government expertise hampers effective policy making. As Trump navigates a looming economic downturn and geopolitical challenges, Musk's role as a liability rather than an asset becomes clearer. The billionaire's fall from favor may come sooner than expected, driven by a president who values loyalty, but not at the expense of his own agenda. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like it, subscribe for more fascinating stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. You can also support us on Patreon, link below.